I spoke with Tyre's mother and expressed my condolences and told her that I was going to be making the case to the Congress. They should pass the George Floyd Act. We should get this under control. I can only do so much in an executive order at a federal level. And the prayer, I was really pleased that she called for no peaceful protest, no violence, no movement at all. And so I spoke with her about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And
are you going to visit Poland next month?
About the violence and the potential.
Well, I am. I'm obviously very concerned about it, but I think she has made a very strong plea. She's obviously in enormous pain. She talked about, as you heard her when she spoke publicly, but she also talked about how she didn't know what she was going to do. And I told her that I told her I had some idea of what that loss was like, and that although it's impossible to believe now, the time will come when his memory brings a smile before a tear. And she said she already is thinking about what he would want her to do, which is very positive. So,
what is at stake tonight, sir, with the nation watching this videotape and what could happen? What is at stake?
What's at stake is, first of all, innocent people's lives, number one. Number two, it has a lot to say and do with the image of America. It has a lot to do with whether or not we are the country we say we are, that we're a country of law and order and means by which we can peacefully protest and let the courts make their judgment.
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday. So as I mentioned, the President sent his heartfelt condolences to Tyre Nichols' family. Yesterday, he and the First Lady, and he's going to be regularly briefed, as he has been. He's going to be monitoring the situation. As the case continues to develop, clearly he'll be keeping a close eye. I don't have anything further to read out. I just want to reiterate what the family and the President have called for, which is peaceful protests for people to please protest peacefully. That is something that the President will continue to call on. And he joined, as I just mentioned, his family. The White House has been in coordination with the relevant agencies to ensure they prepare if protests become violent. And he addressed the pain this is causing across America, as once again we grapple with the fact that fatal encounters with law enforcement are disparately impacting brown and black people. Well, I can tell you the President has not, he's been briefed, but he has not seen the video, nor has anyone at the White House seen the video. Obviously, when a tragedy happens like this, the President always wants to extend personally his heartfelt condolences to the family. I don't have a call to read out or call schedule at this time, but again, I would refer you to the statement yesterday. But our hearts are with Tyre Nichols' family and the Memphis community as well. And then continue to do that. Thanks, everybody. See you. I might see you next.
I just want to ask for prayer for my family, for this whole community. And I want to say to the 5 police officers that murdered my son, you also disgraced your own families. But you know what? I'm going to pray for you and your families, because at the end of the day, this shouldn't have happened.
No, that's right.
This just shouldn't have happened. And we want justice for my son. Justice for my son.
Justice for Tyre.
Justice for Tyre.
Justice for Tyre.
Justice for Tyre.
He loves skateboarding. He was just his own person, you know. He didn't follow. For a mother to know that their child was calling them in their need and I wasn't there for him, do you know how I feel right now? Because I wasn't there for my son. I was telling someone that I had this really bad pain in my stomach earlier, not knowing what had happened. But once I found out what happened, that was my son's pain that I was feeling. And I didn't even know. But for me to find out that my son was calling my name and I was only feet away and did not even hear him, you have no clue how I feel right now. No clue. This was not supposed to happen. My son was supposed to be with me today. I'm going to always know that I'll always be with him because I told everyone he has a tattoo of my name on his arm. My son loved me to death, and I loved him to death.
Yes.
And so this is very difficult for me.
Swell up, they said, beyond recognition, and his neck.
I'm just telling you guys, my son was a beautiful soul. He was a good boy. No one's perfect, but he was damn near. No clue.
Thank you. Okay, and we'll try to limit the question.
We want peace. We do not want any type of uproar. We do not want any type of disturbance. We want peaceful protests. That's what the family wants. That's what the community wants. They're all I got a text today from one of my supervisors about an alert, telling her don't be in the crowds tonight. We shouldn't have that. We need to do this peacefully. The family is very satisfied with the process, with the police chief, the DA. They acted very, very quickly in this case.
We have to make the point exceedingly clear. We now have the blueprint, America, and we won't accept less going forward in the future. We won't have black officers treated differently than white officers. We want equal justice under the law. Tyre deserved it. Tamir Rice deserved it. Ronald Green deserved it. Alton Sterling deserved it. Eric Garner deserved it. Pamela Turner deserved it. All our children. Well, it should be equal justice. Everybody is presumed innocent. That we can create a Tyre law.
That's right.
Here in Tennessee.
Come on. That's it.
That will emphasize the importance of police officers, President Turner, to have a duty to intervene when they see crimes being committed, even if those crimes are being committed by their fellow officers.
That we will see a significant delta, a disparity between the use of force.
Make no mistake, Tyre Nichols at all times was an innocent victim on that night. He did nothing wrong. He was caught up in a sting. This Scorpion unit was designed to saturate under the guise of crime fighting, and what it wound up doing instead was creating a continual pattern and practice of bad behavior.
Number one, look at the charges, read the charges, and you will see that there has been none.
We want to know, where are the unions? Where does the Fraternal Order of Police stand on this? We have not heard from you. We want to hear from you. We want to hear you say that what happened to Tyre, what happened to this family, should never, ever happen again. That you condemn the brutality, the savagery, the terrorism, the heinousness, the vulgarity of these actions.
Mr. Mayor, do you have any message for the people?
The anticipated Memphis release of the tape impacted me professionally and personally. I advocated for years during my time in 100 Blacks in Law Enforcement Who Care and as a civil rights activist as well. To see what is reported that 5 African-American officers are involved in this just really hurt me personally, because it was always my belief that diversifying our departments with different ethnic groups would allow us to have the level of policing that we all deserve.
Just on the topic of public safety today, what are the city's plans for...
I have not seen the video. I am going to watch the video, but my heart goes out to the family that's involved. I think the Memphis police chief responded swiftly, and I believe that New Yorkers should have the right to peacefully voice their concern over if the video is what we anticipated to be. But it's a personal and professional painful moment for me as a victim of police abuse as a child. I know the impact of it, and I know that the years I've spent recruiting, encouraging different groups to be part of the noble profession of policing, and what it appears is that these officers tarnish much of the work that many of us attempted to accomplish.
Police presence, in anticipation of possibly any protests?
This police department is the best at responding to any forms of protest, holding major events. The police commissioner has been sitting down with the team and putting the proper strategies in place to make sure that people can peacefully voice their concerns. This police department knows how to respond to these incidents better than any police department on the globe. And my briefing this morning with the police commissioner, and I'm going to do a briefing this afternoon with our team, they are fully prepared to allow New Yorkers to peacefully voice their concerns based on what's the outcome. I have not seen the video. I'm not sure of what is on it, but from the reports we're receiving, that these officers appear to have violated the law.
Just on the state level as well, the New York State Police are prepared to respond to any incidences. But again, I will ask everyone to heed the words of Tyre Nichols' mother on behalf of her family and his 4-year-old child. Pete, if you're going to protest, please do so peacefully in her son's memory.
In anticipation of possibly any protests?
I have not seen the video, but I have been briefed on that video. It is deeply disturbing, let me say horrific from the descriptions I've been given. I want to give my deepest condolences to Tyre Nichols' family. I can't imagine the feelings that parents must feel under these circumstances. The United States Attorney has met personally with the family to express the department's condolences and express his own. We have opened last week a federal civil rights investigation under the Color of Law statute, which we will be investigating. We have been working in support of the state and local law enforcement in this matter, and we will continue to do so. I do want to say, and I want to repeat what the family has said, that expressions of concern when people see this video, we urge that they be peaceful and nonviolent. That's what the family has urged, and that, of course, is what the Justice Department urges as well.
And if you have, what are your reactions, and what is your message to the American people about where this department ready should there be mass protest? Is the FBI ready? Is DOJ ready? Should things get out of control this weekend?
I think I can answer all those questions. I don't think anybody's seen the tape. I have. In that case?
Yes, what happened in Memphis is obviously tragic. I've seen the video myself, and I will tell you, I was appalled. I'm struggling to find a stronger word, but I will just tell you I was appalled. The FBI, working with the Justice Department, takes great pride in our color of law investigations, and we will pursue, as has already been announced, an investigation here, and we'll do it professionally without fear or favor, by the book, as I think is expected of us. As far as preparation, all of our field offices have been alerted to work closely with their state and local partners, including in particular, of course, in Memphis, in the event of something getting out of hand. But I would just add my voice to the Attorney General's and to the families to whom my heart goes out, that there's a right way and a wrong way in this country to express being upset or angry about something, and we need to make sure that if there is that sentiment expressed here, it's done in the right way.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
What side are you on, my people? What side are you on?
We on the freedom side.
What side are you on, my people? What side are you on?
We on the freedom side.
Tyre should be alive.
That's right.
Is a subset. So Scorpion units is a subset of them. So if we start, we have to start at the top.
We stand out here tonight not because we need to see a video. We already know what's on that video. We do not need to see a video but by the grace of God, we have been that video. Shall go for us. Who shall we send? Send us! Send us! And we. We do not need to see the video because we have stories and narratives about the video. If black truth was ever believed, people would have believed a long time ago before a video. So we're not out here because of a video. But we are out here to demand justice.
So we're working really, really hard to bring about justice to this situation surrounding Tyre. We are coming out here tonight because we have a lot of demands.
I don't think it's enough just for the MPD to arrest them after the fact. There need to be like systemic changes in place so that this doesn't happen again. And so that's why we're here tonight, to try to fight for that.
We just want to get this message across and be as direct, clear, and concise as we can possibly be.
I don't mind.